So it's the year 2026. For 6 years straight, we have a total of about 15 million dead Americans, 5 million maimed from radio bio warfare, which could be flown through the air by a computer and look like a disc from Tron. And it floats right in your body like a ghost because of the way it's formed. But when it gets in your body, it makes a chemical exchange and it gets hard, like fiber optics and metal, and they're killing everybody nationwide. They think everybody's stupid. It's banned by the World War I and World War II monument and the Thomas Jefferson monument, the Statue of Liberty, the Mother's Monument, and 10 other monuments, and 500 articles of Supreme Court paperwork. But we have all that going on, and the news hasn't done what they should do, because if you're not direct about it, for example, I want WSAZ and Channel 13, I want them arrested and everybody in it, like Spencer Atkins, I want him fired and put in federal prison because, for example, they have a radio tower that if you have any of that on you since World War I, it was built and every year updated, that if you have it on you, that it's supposed to go off and there's a siren, and then the TV staff is supposed to do emergency system broadcast, and then the news is supposed to talk about it, let everybody know what's going on, because it's nanomolecular and it's hard to see it or know it. And you can have a secret attack and kill everybody with it, and it's illegal. And China got bombed for it in 1945, and so did Korea, and Ohio sort of messed up back in the 1980s and killed a bunch of people, and the foreigners from California. And Illinois is bad about it too, because you have foreigners up that way, and they use people however they want. So there's an empty town downtown, and there's no one there, and we have that nationwide. They didn't do it. They proceeded to get on TV and do fake news, and they reenacted a bunch of lies, and really they're just a bunch of rebels trying to kill everybody and take everything at the news station. And they had a black trash dude lie about his name and get on TV, while Spencer Atkins lied about him being about somebody he's not, using someone else's name. And he's sort of related to like Spencer's sex shop, but he's on the news. I just want him fired. They're going tomorrow. And I have a feeling some of them came from Canada and other places, and they just need to be fired. But they have millions of dead people, and we have that nationwide. It's just whoever they can focus on. Sooner or later, you're going to get hit by terrorists that they're sadists. They love to make horror movies and then kill people with a computer that they can fly stuff through the air, get on your body. Comes from the TV station the most. Police and sheriff have it too, but really it's just the McDonald's workforce people, and they're all standing around going, well, I'm going to work at McDonald's, and today you could be a policeman, and tomorrow all of you go work on the news and do this and that, and we'll dig through everybody's personal information. But really, when you confront them, they're nobody, when you know who they really are. And then you have people like Cadence Owens and Alex Jones and Paul Watson. They all want to pretend they're this and that and they know things, but they don't know, and they're hacking people the wrong way. They're not like computer scientists hacking people. They're doing like bio warfare and hacking people. And they're like hacking your phones and your computers. It's all legal, and they need to go to federal prison because, I mean, they interrupted like the president and me and the Ivy League colleges and special forces. I was supposed to be extracted after going to all the monuments with millions of people and reciting all the laws. That is illegal. I put myself on the line, whatever. I was supposed to be extracted, taken care of, and given equipment to make sure, like a special x-ray machine that scans my body. The hospitals don't have them. It's in a sheriff's department, but it's supposed to be in the public mall. And I've shared it. And it looks like a device. It's a weird little device that sort of scans your body for bio warfare. And it used to be in the Thomas Jefferson Hospital, but they removed it. And MRIs and other things that don't work because it's not the same thing. So they're completely out of control. We're at World War III. And people like Alex Jones, etc., they're crazy. If you look at his past videos in the 80s, he's just really, really crazy and out of control. And the people he wants to talk to, some of them want to make horror movies, but then they want to talk in the background and hack and play with people. And then you stand around and it's like, well, they're going to react this horror movie by using bio warfare, fly into your body, kill you, and then run off and play. And then spy and hack your phone, hear you whine and cry and complain. But the bio warfare, you could talk into people's head with it, hear voices in your head. You could put it in somebody could fly it in your liver. And once it gets into your body, it's like a ghost form of Wi-Fi, like a disc like from Tron. But when it gets into your body by a remote control computer where they find you and fly it into you, or make your house so filled with it that it gets on your body and in your body, it can get into your body, but once it goes in, it makes a chemical exchange. And it can get hard like metal and poke your heart and make it stop. And they can have a computer where they go, well, I want to put it in their heart and make it stop. And then listen to them cry, go to the hospital, yank it out. But we all stand around and hack their computers, get some information at the State Department play, and they're real sadists. And it's not a joke. They're hyper sick psychopaths. That's why I don't watch horror movies. I never have my entire life, because I think it's so unethical that it's unbelievable. I take no pleasure, kind of like Bible verses that says, know them by thy works. Well, by their works, they created sadism and death lust, and it's really unethical and immoral, and I just don't want to do it. I don't see how it's entertaining at all. In fact, I want all horror movies banned, because we live in a hyper social age and everybody's worried about TikTok and social media. But I'm more afraid of, well, in 1980, we had a bunch of dead people, and they'll put it on your body and mess up your body, and they watch it from their TV room like a bunch of sadists, and fill your body with it and try to hurt you and talk in your head and do voices and abuse people. It's illegal. And Maryland agreed. The Supreme Court agreed. And all you need is an infrared camera you can buy at Walmart for like $45. You can go home and check your home, and if you have it on you, you'll see it. And then you can buy an EMF reader, and you can put it in your home or on your body, and you can listen to it and pick up the sounds that are recorded on your smartphone. They're hyper sick sadists. So when the colleges are saying, and they think the Ivy League ones are, not the state colleges, absolutely crazy, out of control. There's terrorists stalking people, and they're trying to learn how to kill people on different war criminal levels. And I mean hyper sadist, that it's unreal. So the news is supposed, when they detect it, and it's all over the city where people fall to the ground, well, those towers are supposed to go off. Well, they didn't hear, and I want them fired. But I've seen a lot of places like that nationwide. And there's some cities that look like a ghost town out of a zombie movie, with graffiti everywhere of halos, talking about halos on people's heads and getting on the body, because most people don't understand what is attacking me, what's going on. Well, your sadists love that. Well, the news is supposed to be on TV talking about it. I told everybody to do it back in 2014, as well as the Air Force, and that it's illegal. But when you don't do it and they do it, well, they think you all agree to kill people. And then they think, well, I can get by with it, and they do it. And I mean hardcore do it. And I mean all sorts of types of them. Well, if the news doesn't report it and you feel sick or bad or whatever, you better run, because usually they hire like somebody might join the military and they're absolute losers. And it's like, well, those losers that can't do no job, we'll let them be on TV and reenact things when they're really not supposed to. It's supposed to be something else. And then you have sadists that will never do nothing, and they'll just stalk you, but they're not going to help you. And they just want to be a problem. They're mentally ill. But they're killing people with it, and the news won't report it. And it's like walking around outside and being in a microwave all day long while they take advantage with their computer and torture and abuse you and gossip. Look at it like an infrared camera, and maybe even bigger sometimes, and find out how they want to torture and abuse their victims. But if you run away, they can't find you. But you better be able to run away and not give them no information. Well, guess what the national problem is? When you have the president going national emergency ACT, but all the media is like, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's school lunches. Well, I think you're the dumbest retard reject on the planet. What college did you go to? Did you even go to one? And then idiots like, we're going to do like LA riot, biowarfare. We're never going to calm down. We just want to kill people because this change is the craziest people on the planet. So I can't deal with it no more. And I cannot be in a third world trash USA full of people that swear when you talk to them, they're so nice and they have college degrees. But when you have other equipment to hack them back and see what's going on, they're the nastiest, degenerate idiots, unprofessionals on the planet. And then when you see them by thy works, they're also those things. And it just doesn't make a logical day or sense. So somebody needs to take control nationwide. And you need to send some military helicopters to do extractions to pick people up. They were supposed to pick me up, but your white trash senator stole that from me, and then she played on the TV, and now she's playing with Fox News, and Fox News is guilty of killing people. And CNN is a little bit too, because they do lies and they don't want to do the real ID, and they think, if I can just kill this human, nobody knows who they are, well, the world will believe I am who I am. Kind of like Tales of the Body Snatchers, the movie. Or, well, just that. Tales of the Body Snatchers, except they're doing it for real. Do you get what I'm saying? Who the problems are? And they're hyper sadistic little people. They'll want to do it for fame, money, power for the media lab, sadism, murder. And every year it goes by, more and more smart people are disappearing, and good people and hardworking people, and those people are thriving and making it worse.